Welcome back, my friendly friends, to more Metaphor ReFantazio. Pharaoh Fiasco here. And last episode, we got ourselves started with the Gauntlet Runner and ingratiating ourselves with Lord Louise. But for now, since we can't do if we do the request, we probably shouldn't have hung out with Brigida, because the merchant's I'm not impressed by it so far. But we can't do the King Goborn thing for the next 3 days, or we can't turn it in if we try to do it, so. I wanted to give Maria a drawing, but I don't see her anywhere. I should check with Fabienne. Are we finally about to get Fabienne's archetype?
You.
Yes, finally! What are you doing here? Aren't you supposed to be out traveling right now? This is so random! I've been expecting to get Fabienne's archetype for a while now, but alright, well. Or, oh dear, did your plan to announce your candidacy fail? Was she not there? That's okay. As long as you're safe and sound, that's what's most important, isn't it? She's so awesome. What do you mean by that? It's probably fine to tell Fabienne and Maria the truth. You say you can now return to Grand Trad in an instant? And we also unlocked fast travel. Your Gauntlet Runner is extra special? What does that mean? Well, you don't seem to be in a particularly defeated mood, so I suppose I've got no reason to not believe you. And I assume that means you'll be showing your face around here more often, right? Thank goodness. Maria. Well, she's holed herself up in her room. If only we could take her mind off things. Maybe I should show Maria the Tree of Prophecy drawing that Nurus drew. Is that not... You have pictures from your trip to give to Maria.
She'll love it.
That's kind of you. I'm sure she'll be thrilled. I'll fetch her from her room. Would you mind keeping an eye on things down here? And I'll tell her about how your traveling magic works. So, we're not getting Fabienne's archetype. I gave it to Maria, and she really lit up, so thank you. Oh, she didn't even... Okay, so she didn't bring Maria down, so we are back on track to get her archetype.
We did it.
That's it? Still, I'm not sure popping in to show her pictures is the wisest idea. She puts on a brave face, but she's not past it all yet. I mean, you're in the middle of your journey, aren't you? If you turn around and leave again, I'm not sure the poor girl's heart could take it. But I don't think my tolerance is strong enough. So, in order to get Fabienne's archetype, we need to become more tolerant. All right. Interesting. But that didn't take up any time, so I guess I was planning on using this for... Alright. Intriguing. So I guess we go to Stroll then. It tells us what race they are. Okay, so Stroll is a Clamar. Fairy, obviously. Hulkenberg is a Roussant. So that's what the pointed ears mean. And she's from the Hulkenmont region? Oh, that's why her name is Hulkenberg? And it tells us what their favorite dish is as well. Maria, Ishkia, and Roeg. So, Grius was a Roeg. I see. Katharina's a Parapus, which we already knew. Brigida is a Roeg. So what? Okay, so her ears must be underneath that hair. Her ears must be slightly pointed then. And Moore is a Clamar. Okay, so the horns are Clamar. The slightly pointed ears are Roeg. The wings are Ishkia. The ears are Parapus. And the super pointed, these types of ears are Roussant. I see. I've been trying to... Okay, so we finally got a clear lead on what people... Oh, all right. Well, he was holed up. I guess we can do his. I guess we can do his anywhere because he was also posted up in Martira too. Hey, what are you up to? Ironic how fidgety one gets when told to wait, isn't it? I have an interesting rumor out of Grand Trad. I thought I might walk the streets to see what comes of it.
Aye.
If you're not too burdened, would you care to join me?
All right.
Then let's be off. I've heard tell that there are some drifters who occasionally show up on this road here. I can't help but wonder if maybe they're the people I've been looking for. Is he looking for survivors from Halia? Other Clamars? Grand Trad is so full of novelty. I still can't get used to all the clamor, though. In Halia, the town where I grew up, you could hear a pin drop by comparison. There was still the bustle of friendship and commerce, but that's... Young Master Leon! It couldn't be! So there were other survivors, or maybe this guy just knew his parents.
Huh?
I know that voice! So this is an older Clamar. Rangif, is that truly you? You made it out safely. Okay, and I do like this, because it's something that you notice in the older Persona games. They don't pronounce the characters' names, so you're kind of just, or they do say their names in Persona 4, but they don't say their names in Persona 3. So you're kind of just left guessing. But they make sure that if there's any strange name, they get a voice line for it. Hulkenberg did it, and now Stroll's done it. Wow. Oh, young Master Leon. My goodness, how look how you've grown.
Hold on.
Friend of yours?
Truth is,
He served House Haliatus when our house still stood. I never imagined I'd see him again, much less here. So, as saying they're friends was not the right move. Rangif, this is Heath. He's a friend I've recently begun traveling with. But he calls Leon by his first name just like we do. Well, just like I do, anyways. Forgive me for saying, time has not been kind to your frame, old friend. Are you eating well? And how are the others? Oh, they are friends. Why didn't we get any Magla from that? Oh, everybody else is dead, I guess? After the human attacked, the survivors fled to the capital. No one could make a living among the ruins in Halia, much less restore it. Most arrived here with only the clothes on their backs. Their livelihoods were destroyed, and without shelter from the rain, more than a few have faded away. No. Then let me help. Let me find you housing. So he meant that literally. I thought when he meant shelter from the rain, he talked about without being able to get jobs or anything. But he's just saying that constant exposure to the elements finally did a whole bunch of them in. Well, I would, if I had the means. All I have left of my nobility is in name alone. I'm so sorry. Wow. Your kindness is more than I could ask for, young master. I've always said you got your heart from your parents. The only reason we're alive here today is because your parents had us evacuate to the capital. You mean to say my parents instructed you to flee here? All the more reason then that I have to help somehow. Yeah, let's not say anything too specific. We can't have them boarded up with us on the Gauntlet Runner. Well, let's find a way to help.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely. I only wish I knew how. Who holds authority over the area you're staying in right now? An Ishkia Marquez, Lord Hydron. Aren't Marquesses female? I guess not. I think female Marquesses are Marquionesses. Marquess, you say? Sounds like I'll need to pay this Lord Hydron a visit. I'll see if I can negotiate the use of some vacant houses for all of Halia's refugees to live in, though I doubt my name alone is worth much in collateral. Young master, please. Our woes should not be yours to shoulder. As he's your former lord, it kind of is. I already bear their weight, old friend. That fateful day 7 years ago, my parents acted to save as many as they could. I was just a boy, lost in the panic, and I wouldn't have escaped were it not for all of you.
Oh, definitely.
In other words, I'm only standing here today because of your swift action. So let me do what I can to give you peace in this new life.
Sure, but
You honor us. Still, I fear your plea may fall on deaf ears with Lord Hydrid. Yep. And Ishkia, he might look down on Clamar or something like that. Devoted as he would seem to the church, he has brushed me off before as backwater refuse. All the more reason I should speak with him myself if that's how he sees you. Let's go set him straight. Yeah, let's talk some sense into him.
You know,
I feared might backfire if we... Wait, you're coming too? And I'm not sure an Elder could help things. The mission ahead of us is critically important. I'd rather you not have to add my personal problems to that.
it'll be fine.
We're friends though, aren't we?
You.
Very well.
Thanks.
Either way, it's reassuring to have you by my side. On behalf of both me and my house, you have my gratitude. So, what's Stroll's second skill?
I feel more courageous when I'm with you.
Reduces the mag cost of studying the warrior. When Stroll attacks a human-type monster, critical rate increases, so he becomes, he crits easier against... Okay, cool. Oh, a human-type monster! I have to remember, I was literally about to say this would have come in handy against the, against Godot and his zealots, but they're not humans. Humans, okay, cool. You have my thanks as well, Sir Heath. I have no doubt the young master is in capable hands.
Huh.
Please, enough with the young master thing. We need not stand on ceremony.
Let's head back.
I would have us meet Lord Hydron without delay, but the sun is going down. Let us return for now and meet with him another day. So, we need to build up our tolerance, and we also need to build up our imagination. Back to Martira, yes indeed. I wonder, can we use the facilities of the Gauntlet Runner
What do you want to do?
at night? Or is that only something that we can do?
Let's go.
Will anyone want to hang out with us, though? To start traveling, visit the round table in the Gauntlet Runner. There you can view a map of the surrounding area and arrange your journey. Discuss plans with your allies as you decide where your travels will take you next. Alright. We're not going to be doing that. I'm here looking for something that'll up our imagination. Maybe not now. Oh. So there's no catching. We can't catch Luma bees unless we're on the, That's, you know what? That's true.
Where to?
Visca Alba Tavern. Okay, let's... What is this? This is a... Alright. We can't fast travel directly to this street for some reason, but... Ooh. And since we're going in tomorrow... Well, let's save over this one, because we do want to make sure there's a save we can come back to during the daytime as well. Because, man, otherwise, might find ourselves a little stuck.
Let's not.
Alright, so we can't do that then. But there's other stuff on Thoroughfare Square that we can do. Imagination and tolerance. What's that?
Whoa.
You can see Krigante Castle from here. The city is small compared to the royal capital, but I think a more old-fashioned town like this can be nice too. How about we take in the view of the city skyline for a bit? Who knows? It might just broaden your horizons to observe how the people in this town go about with their lives. Wisdom. Nope. Let's not. Wisdom is all fine and good, but wait. Is he here normally? Spirited Water Merchant. He is. Okay. Alright, that's fine. A Mustari. Well, well, I find it rather remarkable you'd speak to me. With the recent incidents, I imagine you'd be a bit more cautious. You see, people reject what they do not understand. That as they reject us, they push us and our foreign religion away. No? What a thing to proclaim so boldly in public. I must admit, you've piqued my interest. Well then, shall we go for a chat? A discussion on faith in the heart of a sanctus town.
Really?
A Mastari perspective on sanctism. Learning more about the Mastari's thoughts on the matter may help let us better support those in need, right? This will probably increase tolerance. Yeah. So let's find out. This looks like it might increase courage. Absolutely terrible thing that's happened. Kidnapping people. It's mad it is. City's in a hell of a spot right now, but we can't give in to fear. Times like this mean you can't hold back, so you may as well jump headlong into the canyon. With a rope, of course. There's medieval bungee jumping.
Worth a try, yeah?
You're free to take the challenge if you want, but you'd fare much better if you had some courage. Though I suppose there's no harm in trying. To take the plunge, you must first believe in yourself. You will return a braver man indeed. Come now, test the strength of your will. And it costs 250 reeve.
Now what am I to do?
Oh.
Say, now that I'm getting a look at you, do you happen to be an elder? Oh my word, are you indeed? Well, I must say, I wonder what's brought you here in these troubled times. Did you perhaps come bearing bread? Silly me, now why would you? Bread? What are you talking about? Oh dear, you don't know the old tale. The one of the Thief King and the Elder's bread. It's a tale as warm as fresh baked bread, dearie. Would you like me to tell it to you? So this will up our imagination. Yes, okay, cool. Let's listen to her story. Well, this makes me rather nostalgic. Once upon a time. So if this gives us enough, a gift arrived in a faraway village. It was a box, and inside this box were 8 delicious-looking loaves of bread. 8 people gathered around it, each belonging to a different tribe. So there are 8 tribes in total, and we only know 5. Elda, Roag, Ishkia, Rasant, Fairy, Clamar. Yeah, I'm not sure what the other 2 are. Rasant, Roag, Clamar, Yugif, Mastari, Nydia, Parapus, and Ishkia. Yugif. That one? Okay, so the other ones I just hadn't thought of, but we haven't run into any Yugifs, have we?
After that.
A Yugif lad jumped up and down in excitement and said, "We can share 'em. That way we all get to have one." Oh, are the Elda's bread? This is going to turn out to be a tale of how evil the Elda are, isn't it? But the Rasant man shook his head. Why would a Yugif like you need a whole loaf? I need a larger portion, he said. Then the old Roag woman spoke, saying, "You must respect your elders." The Clamar scoffed at this. "The spread's clearly causing a quarrel, so I'll be in charge of it," said the Clamar woman. The other 7, of course, were none too happy about this plan.
After that.
The Yugif boy muttered quietly, "We really ought to share it between all of us." But no one had a mind to listen. A Mastari man leaned in close to the boy and told him, "You're right, you know, but the wise move here is to just give up." The Mastari man left along with the Yugif boy, and then there remained 6 tribes for 8 loaves. So I guess this is supposed to be like some sort of parable about how about the temperament of each tribe in the abstract, in the broad strokes.
And then.
"We clearly can't share it equally," the Clamar said. Then the Ishkia finally spoke. "Split the remaining 2 loaves into 3s, she offered. That way it can be equally split among the 6 of us. The Nydia woman quickly agreed. Away she walked, saying she would grab a knife and return soon. The Parapus man laughed and said, "Finally, I get to have bread." But the remaining 3 made sour faces indeed. Geez, even in the olden times of the stories, the Parapus were untouchable.
Oh dear.
Oh, would you look at the time? We'll have to continue this another time. I promise I'll get to the end next time. Okay. All this time talk.
Now then.
Finally, I was about to say, still? If true sovereignty is thy aspiration, furnish thyself with the creativity to bring the ideal world of thy thoughts to fruition.
Why, that's...
A conqueror needs that precious kindling with which a follower's passions may be inflamed.
Well then.
Alright, so now we can go ahead and get that dude to help us out a little bit.
And the age of a new king draws nearer.
7-2, it's time.
Is it finally time?
Today's the day we depart.
So?
Everyone's already headed for the Gauntlet Runner. You ready? Oh, we get some downtime. And that guy is gone. I'm sure he'll show back up. Before, at some point, I guess. Wouldn't it be crazy if we were permanently locked out of, doing whatever the heck that was?
Alright then.
And we could prep, but there's nothing to prep for.
Aha! I've been waiting. Let's go sniff out that bounty, shall we?
Yeah, one of the 3 we were supposed to be taken down. I really should have just let Brigida's thing simmer for longer. Route map, requests and tactics. Hatching a plan. Okay, we still have plenty of time for that. Ooh, fancy transition. I do like seeing that. Travel days. Be sure to check the weather and travel time before you depart. When heading to a distant dungeon, you may need to spend the night at an encampment and resume traveling the next morning. The night after exploring a dungeon, you can choose to stay the night there or teleport back to town.
Let's move.
Let's head to Heismay's hideout. The giant sandworm's nest will be next. Alright, so this thing is... That would be a detour. Let's head directly to our destination.
This place
Okay, here it
suits Harold.
Considering the distance, we need to camp along the way. Are you sure you're prepared? Alright, we're off then. I'll take her up to full throttle, so hang on to something. Ooh, the very heart of the engine. There's a lot of heart motifs.
The advice of Morris, Barden's right-hand man, the party takes the Gauntlet Runner towards the giant sandworm's nest. They could not know what they will encounter here, nor that it might be only the beginning of their trials.
Yeah, we're starting out. This is our very first thing we're doing for the Tournament of Kings. So we can... I guess this is courage with him?
Hey,
Wait, hold on. I kind of skipped that.
hey.
Courage. Well, let's not. Let's actually try cooking. Alright. Restores 400 HP. Any MP restoration? Cures status ailments for all allies. We can't make any of this stuff. Ups everyone's crit rate. Ooh, it gives endure. And this increase this is a it's a combination Sukukaja and heal. 300 almighty damage. Restores 250 HP. Well, let's we can chef it up anytime, especially because none of that stuff restores MP, so I'm not super worried about it. Let's do let's keep going with pride and persuasion. Eloquence. Well, let's see if the other one ups tolerance. This appears to be a fictional chronicle of a boy's journey in a fanciful place called the New World. I haven't started reading it yet. Seems like a book that'll really expand the mind. Want to read it together over by the window? Imagination. Okay. Do we have anything that increases tolerance?
What's this?
Alright, so can't do anything with that yet. But that's the campfire, isn't it? Why are we still confused about what it's for? There's more, which is fine. No,
Understood.
right. We already looked at that.
All right then.
We can clean. What does that increase?
Come on.
Max
Got
HP.
it.
Alright. So that's interesting. Not what
Alright
we're
then.
after, though. Alright, so we don't have Watchtower. How do we go up? How do we go up there normally? Okay, this is it. Oh, there's a lot going on right here. Alright. And so will this take us back to the, yeah, okay. So that's how we get up there usually. I guess there's not really much for us to do. Does sleeping raise our tolerance or just skip, or does it just skip all that time? You can rest in the Gauntlet Runner's sleeping quarters. Time will pass, but your virtues won't improve at all. So this is speedrunning strats. Interesting. Alright, so we can improve our imagination and our eloquence. I guess let's go with our eloquence. Because we can improve our courage by taking on those requests. Apparently this book teaches you ways to ensure others will agree with you. The next part reviews some basics. Even if you make a flawless first impression, as a discussion progresses, the other person may erect an emotional wall and start giving you the cold shoulder. No matter what you say, they'll remain unreceptive. In these situations, issue a challenge. You must shock their senses to break down their walls. Shock their senses? How would you go about doing that? Let's pretend to cry. Maybe I'd pretend to cry.
What?
Like use crocodile tears until they give in? I guess that strategy might work against some people.
All right.
Not very many. Okay, we probably could have picked a better answer for more of an upgrade. Getting someone's agreement doesn't seem like it would be too complex, but there's actually a lot to consider. More for us to learn. But now, okay, something else has happened.
The Gauntlet Runner comes to a stop at the midnight sunsets. The grandeur of it stirs something in each of them. Could a creature this large have truly existed? Or is it an oddity shaped by the sands? Another truth lost to time.
So is this something else we're going to be able to draw and present to Maria? Whoa, Midnight Sun Sands. So what is this, some type of super oasis? It looks beautiful though. I would love to have this as a wallpaper. Well, maybe one that's not focused on the giant decaying cocoon type thing. Is that a giant sandworm husk? It can't be. It does resemble a giant sandworm, but I've never heard of one growing to this size.
Indeed.
A beast that large could be carved into a great many servings. Hulkenberg, she's thinking with her stomach. What's she eating? You're considering how to eat it, aren't you? Look. Come now, your attention is focused on entirely the wrong thing. Cast your gaze downward at its feet in the sand beneath. It's just white sand.
What happened?
It looks like plain white sand to me. Really use those eyes of yours, my boy. See how each grain is clear as air? That means it's glass. The glass you've seen in the shop fronts of Grand Chowder within the Grand Cathedral is made with magic through a laborious and rather expensive process.
What?
So you're saying that this glass here was made naturally somehow?
No.
Not quite. For how could that be? For that to happen, this whole area would have had to be hit with a particularly eyebrow-scorching burst of intense heat. Maybe that same heat that desiccated that sandworm husk. How intriguing. Perhaps an event of great importance once occurred here, the details of which we are not privy to. At this point, we can only venture assumptions and guesses, but I dare say this is a spot warranting further research.
Right then.
I'll just do some quick jotting in my notes.
Still, though.
The sand here is rather pretty. There's a dreamlike sparkle to it.
Yeah.
Truly, stumbling upon sights like this is a real pleasure of traveling. Certainly took my mind off our forthcoming bounty hunt. And that upped our wisdom. Alright, cool.
Hail.
Are you content with your findings? If so, I suggest we make our return.
Let's go.
Perfect. I've just finished my drawing. Take it, lad. I trust that you will deliver it into appreciative hands. Alright then. Last one back to the runner gets saddled with kitchen patrol. How childish. If it's a contest you seek, then consider the challenge accepted. On your marks, 3, 2, 1. Okay. Hey, hold on a minute. I don't want kitchen patrol. Well, then you should have been racing, huh? So this is something else that we're going to be able to give to Maria.
What do I say?
Gauntlet runner incoming. She's a stylish one, though, I must say. So I guess we're more surprised by the fact that this thing is still here after several days, because we already knew where it was at somehow when we first got to Martira.
Hey!
Challenge us. Is this gonna be the rat woman? That voice sounds familiar.
Hurry it up!
Before I use my cannon to punch a hole in this heap. Bring it on.
All right.
Let her do her worst.
What?
What in the? They're already climbing onto the deck from the opposite end? Come on, we gotta go. You ready? Uh-oh. Oh, Katharina! Why is she here? Why is she fighting us? So it was your runner. I thought I'd seen that craft before.
Katharina? Why are you in a gauntlet runner?
Right, this is so random.
Because I'm in the running for the throne, of course. Isn't that why you're out here?
What? But she wasn't at the ceremony.
I'm sorry, but the throne will be mine. I can't afford to lose. Not when true change is at stake. Here and now, nobody gets off easy. Not even you. Now let's do this, fair and square. Have it!
I don't think she's thought this through. But I guess we'd better put our dukes up. No, we've got...
Interesting. Katharina the Bounty Queen. Let's see. She resists ice. Interesting. She doesn't resist that. Gold attack. High critical rate. Alright, we're not going to be doing that again. Meteoric Fist. So she's got some moves. Alright.
Let's do this, fair and square.
He's going to have to keep throwing this out, I guess.
Not this one.
Dang, dude, we really could use some more healing. We got a crit. All right. So we're taking her down easily.
Is that all? I can't lose. The Parapus are counting on me.
So she wants to ascend to the kinghood for her tribe.
Come on, then.
Charging punch.
Still fight.
Let's get us some healing.
All right, so we'll use her turn for that.
I knew you'd
Ready to lose?
Some of this. Charging punch. All right. And we can't heal up any longer.
Can anyone heal him?
Meditation. All right. That's not what we wanted to see.
No holding back! I'll blow you away!
Yeah, this one might be a lost cause. Mainly because we have literally no one who can heal. I wasn't expecting to fight anyone. I thought that was going to be a one-time thing with Godot. But now we know, I guess. Round 2. This time, we can actually heal.
Guarding seems the wise move.
I did not mean to do that.
No, I'm all prepared.
Rider of the Blade. Heavy physical light damage to one enemy. Heavy physical strike damage. And we want to be up in front for this. 261. Nice. Well, I guess having Stroll defend was a good idea. Weak physical slash damage to all enemies. Yeah, we're not interested in that. Go ahead and slice her up a little bit.
The power of life itself. No holding back!
One of these. Thank you, sir. But we can't do much else, can we? Well, if we're gonna attack with magic, there's no reason not to jump to the back line. Ooh, weak to that, right. He will be okay. We critted her right back. Look at that.
I'm obliged.
Most excellent.
But
And we missed completely the next go round. Honestly, it could have been way worse. Whoa. Punching our friggin' lights out. Alright. So first things first, let's throw some healing his way. Okay, so the healing, maybe we could have put Medi on somebody who wasn't weak to strike. The meditations. She's healed back up to half her HP. That's okay, we've got something for that. Alright, so that works just fine.
Are you well?
that helped.
It'd be nice if we could crit again, because then I could have spared a turn to have him guard, maybe. God dang it.
Only a flesh wound.
One of these for you.
I shall vanquish evil.
Let's have him guard, actually. As long as... Okay. The guard was not... Alright, well... We've got this in the bag, though. Maybe 2 more turns. Yes, look at that. Charging punch, as long as it's not Leon. Alright, she's alright.
Let's go.
Got her. Good stuff. Katharina, I'm not gonna...
Even in a hand-to-hand fight, I can't win.
What is... Does she not see us using our archetypes? This wasn't hand-to-hand.
I can't take this. This frustration.
So I'm assuming she's about to join us and become our 4th party member officially.
Good.
Which is right on time, honestly.
I continue to grow.
I guess the crier was able to get that information out.
Damn it all. I've lost.
Well, it turns out you're a real force to be reckoned with, Heath.
Right.
You're quite the force yourself. Of course I am. You even realize how much I train. But I'll say something about that power of yours. I've never seen anything like it. I don't know whether to be shocked or awed. And yet here we both stand, together again. Yeah, she's about to join up. To tell it true, I was surprised when I saw you at the opening ceremony. I never knew you had kingly ambitions. Right, I didn't know you, we didn't know you did either.
Got it.
Oh, I certainly do. I have a dream, you see.
If you want my opinion,
My aim is simple. I want to help the Parapus. Yeah, they've got it rough. We're a poor lot, generally speaking. Not a lot of options for work, if there's any to be had at all. A good lot of us wonder if we'll even be able to afford our next meal. Not something we've got in common with other tribes. I watch my tribe struggle in an endless cycle of misery, and we can't even break out on our own.
what we have here is...
But now that anyone can wear the next crown, I'll put my life on the line to make it my head that does. So, she might not be willing to join us on our ambitions just yet then. And once I do, I'm gonna put a bounty on every rich and greedy bastard this country's ever known. Plan's not half bad, no? We knock them off their mounds of money and use that to raise the poor up. Alright. Taxation. The hard way.
Oh, certainly.
Everyone will be working together to bring in those bounties, and the ones that do get riches and glory besides. That's not a bad idea, honestly.
I see.
Innit?
I'm a genius, I know.
The truth is,
There's this Clamar who's been sort of the brains of the operation. Real brainy type, but he's nice enough. He's the one who suggested I take the throne. Said it would benefit my tribe, so I should take a crack at it. Well, who's this Clamar? He's the one who pushed me to enter the race. He doesn't want the people making fools of the Parapus. And he shed a real tear for us. Honestly, he sounds like a pretty great guy, though. I suppose not every Clamar's rotten to the core. Oh, she hates Clamars?
I suppose.
Tell me, what are your plans if you win the crown, Heath? I'll tell you if you win. I'm willing to tell you, if you manage to beat me. Ah, is that how it is? Now I really want to know. I'm gonna make you talk, so you better be ready for next time, Kay? And I'm not yielding either. The future of the Parapus is at stake, so we have to get her to trust us that we've got the Parapus's best interests at heart too. I started with nothing but the clothes on my back, and I'm only where I am today by the strength of End and the blood on my fists. And now I'm ready to take on the world. So, we got a free second bond point with her?
Never felt so alive.
Alright, well.
See you soon, I hope. And then...
Don't you take a beating before then, because I plan to be the one who delivers on that promise myself. So, we'll be fighting her a few times across the way then.
The runner takes repose at an encampment as the sun sets along the sandy horizon, darkness settling in. What creeps through the sands outside in the night is unknown to the party as they take their well-deserved rest.
So, we're going to be able to up our imagination now, thankfully. Sands Camp. Oh, Nurse is out here with us.
Getting real chilly.
And so we can up our imagination with him as well. We don't even have I'm not sure why we would want to. We don't even have a thing with him. Dream Eater Moth. Yeah, see, his ups intelligence too. Or imagination, rather. Her and her calisthenics. I've been thinking about Heismay. Scoundrel though he may be, he was once a knight. We must put a stop to his crimes. I am rather restless.
Indeed.
Raise wisdom.
Well then.
So, does he raise something else? No. Maybe later. Honestly, since he's not a party member, if there's somebody else, I can't see myself picking Nurse unless literally nobody else is available.
Yes.
Considering the current flow of the battle... She got us. It was an even battle, but within the span of one turn, I suddenly found myself cornered. Come now, 'tis too early in the battle for so sullen an expression. If your foe mobilizes a large force, then surely an opening may be found.
What should we do?
Your enemies marshal their full might to breach your defenses, all whilst leaving their own base wide open. How do you respond? Full-scale counterattack.
That means... I see.
Advantages should be seized, yes, but 'twould be a hollow victory to completely abandon your own base. A balance between offense and defense must be maintained. Alright.
Alright.
Yeah, we could have gotten more if we'd answered better.
Well then.
Do you understand now? If so, show me with your next move. Alright, yeah, that could have got a little better.
And the age of a new king draws near.
It's all good though. Sometimes it doesn't span out, sometimes it does, but here, today, it's time for the fight. Or at least the dungeon.
Quietly comes to a stop before the giant sandworm's nest. It is the day that the sleep-inducing sand flash dances in the sky. Their target is Heismay Noctul, a villain still unseen, who has caused the woes of Martira. Will they successfully claim his bounty to great fortune?
So the sand flash tip that Morris gave us was legit?
This weather should have all the sandworms conked out.
Huh. Alright, well I was not expecting him to be telling us the truth.
Speaking of which, what exactly do they look like? I only got a glimpse of the lava. And cooked at that.
As tube-like as any worm. They grow quite steadily in their lifetime. It's the tremendously large ones that end up deadly threats.
So, are these different than the ones that we killed back in the mining cave with Grius in tow?
Ugh, I don't even want to think about it. What kind of man would want to live in a den of those things? Did you hear that? Just now.
Beasts. And not just one. Should they not be asleep?
Hey, what's...
Uh-oh. Okay, that's a human! Is that Heismay?
So that's it, eh? But what's going on? Did we get bad information?
It's a friggin' human!
That's no sandworm. A horror like that could only be...
A human? We're not getting away without a fight!
So there is no dungeon. This is just a friggin' battle.
Damn it! We can't die here!
So wait, did somebody sent us here knowing this? Was it Joanna, Barden?
We heard about
I shall vanquish
What's going
evil!
on?
Somebody was lying.
Let's go!
Oh, we're about to be on them.
You hit their
Weak to ice. Alright, say less. And she'll Tarukaja us.
Healer! The power of wind!
Well, this is clearly the only fight that's gonna be here. Feral Bite. Does that heal it? Swiping Arc. We've seen this skill before. Well,
Someone get him back on his feet!
anxiety begins to well up within. What the heck?
Back on his feet! Can anyone
Alright,
not
well.
listen to me? Hulkenberg's fighting her anxiety. Keep the enemies off her.
She's done. We're done, honestly. We have this. It would have been so easy, but in fact, we probably could have actually brought this back. Oh well. Alright, so first we kill the crap out of this thing, then we get back to Martira and start busting heads there. And we should, yes, double Mataru Kaja. Let's go for, we have more more MP.
Helpful as ever.
Yes, sir, let's get it. Oh, well that sucks. We were about to go crazy. Somebody has Medi, I think, right?
Nice one, Captain.
Well, at least nobody is weak to that.
Are you prepared?
Okay, he does have Medi. That's fine. She's good, and she also has Medi.
I owe you. Come forth, royal.
So the only person who's dealing any real damage is us.
Opening, Captain.
Let's get on with it.
And yeah. Everybody's attack up. Another swiping arc. But we can heal that off. A critical? Sandstorm. This is gonna decrease our accuracy even more.
Can anyone heal him?
She can't. Okay.
Stroll can't take any more. Someone heal him.
Got him.
I call upon royal power within.
He'll also drop a Blizz. Yeah. So now, because if we didn't do that, we'd have lost out on precious turns.
Hulkenberg's moving slower. You hit their weakness.
I shall fight to
That's
the
your opening,
Seeker.
Captain.
Okay. Yeah, let's drop another Medi.
Thank you.
His is not very good at all. There's no way our thingamabobs are dropping that badly. Oh, they're it's because it must be because our magic skill is so much higher.
Stroll, your speed's down.
All right. Gotta start out here.
Weakness.
Now, Seeker.
That's your
Oh,
opening,
healing
Captain.
light.
Whoops. All right, there's a full friggin' turn loss. All right, that's fine. And our offense buff is gonna disappear next turn, so
Are you prepared?
let's do,
Be ready for
because ours is the most important anyways. 132. Clearly, we could use some higher defense equipment. But our sheer offense is obviously saving the day here. Nope. Not about to start us off with a deficit of turns. Wait, what? We didn't kill it, though. Oh, it's running.
It went underground. I think we managed to drive it back.
So the human's not gone just yet. There it is. It ate us. Okay, so I guess our next dungeon is going to be inside this human? So who set us up? We have 3 different people who could be the culprits. You know what? Okay.
What?
They've probably been feeding children to this thing so that it wouldn't go after everybody in Martira then. What is this place? That human came right for us and then
Don't tell me.
it swallowed us whole. Wait, does that mean we're inside its body? Eaten by a giant sandworm. Though Gallica is right. This is no worm. 'Tis a human. I would have fought 1,000 humans before I ever imagined I would end up in one's stomach. Been a long time since I've had visitors. Well, make yourselves at home. Huh? We have company. How long have you been down here, old man? Is there a way out? I'm sure there is, but we don't want to take that way. Oh, places to be, eh? Try giving that lump there just a big old wallop. If you hit it, the valve that keeps the gut shut will open right quick. Then go straight on and you can get out. Well, through the back. But mind the guts. The digestive juices in there will make short work of you. Melt you right down. Oh, that would be regrettable. In other words, we have to find a way through before we get digested. If we're working on a time limit, we can't afford to make any mistakes. Let's take a rest before we start this guts clock.
Truth be told,
This old beast's eaten lots of treasure in its time. If you spot any in the belly, grab it on your way out. Not every day you get swallowed by a sandworm. There's riches in here, but once you leave, there's no coming back. Can't tell you how many folks just like you got digested because they couldn't leave well enough alone, though. Don't get greedy. Well, we have to. Apparently, the dragon, if you beat it, then you'll be able to get your hands on a whole lot of good stuff. So we didn't even try before, but this time we're going to try for everything. By the looks of it, you've been here for many years. If you wish to escape, Come with us. A kind offer, but I'm afraid I'll decline. I'm a big bug lover, you see, and I still have so much research to do on this giant sandworm. Alright, well. So he's a diehard entomologist, sandworm's belly. And we can't save here, so that's interesting. Mysterious old man. If you're passing through its intestines, you should collect the treasure while you're there. Youngsters are always in need of things, are they not?
Hey.
You don't want it? I'm sure you'd be able to make some money off it if you take it back outside. Ah, this giant sandworm is infinitely more precious to me. This one in particular is a mutant variety, completely different from other bugs. Does he not even realize he's inside a human? If there is one thing I regret about this world, it's that I didn't continue my insect research further. Now hurry and go. If you smack that lump of flesh there, it'll open up the valve to leave. You'll have to run through its guts while it's still open. Alright. Item?
You found something.
Hero's incense. Yes, don't mind if we do. So this is what... Oh, cool. What is up, Plateau? So yes, somebody's gonna pay for this. We've got heads to bust. Oh, okay. Just like usual.
Let's go.
So, we're through.
What?
It closed. Damn, looks like we won't be able to go back. There are more important things to worry about right now. Take a look. The path to the right has a suspicious-looking swamp, where the path to the left is filled with monsters.
What is this?
Are all humans like this on the inside? Kind of looks like we've no choice but to take one of these.
Let's hurry.
In any case, we have to go through here to leave. Heath, you lead the way. What was that rumbling just now? You don't think it's trying to dissolve us, do you?
Hurry.
We've not the time to dawdle. Hurry onward.
We're off.
A time limit. Classic Atlas.
There they are.
Ooh.
Charging in.
They're weak to what we've got going on.
Vitus power.
And it said it's weak to Blizz.
We're evenly matched. Guess we better stay on our toes.
Or it might be weaker to fire. Let's try Psych.
A tough one.
Now, Seeker. A blow tougher than I thought.
Uh-oh. Icy Impact. I wonder if we... Oh, wow. That hurts. Blizza. Okay. That's not good. So these things are definitely weak to fire.
Prepare yourself.
Yes. Okay, Golden. We got our time back.
It won't hold back. It's yours. It's still up.
All right. So as long as they're good to go, so are we. We can just keep throwing Psychs at them and be good. All right. And she'll team up, yeah, with us so that our magic can bolster the attack.
The freedom of a wanderer. Vitus power.
Maybe we should not have had her attack.
Not
Nice
bad.
going, Captain.
Recover from stun, Blizza. All right, well, let's try this once again. Wait, what did it do to us? All right, well, we're not about to find out. So the only person who's going to be Psyching is us. Nobody else.
Still up.
Recovered from stun. Yeah, see, this is... I wonder if this is probably just a hard mode thing.
Lend me your strength.
But you really need them to not recover from stun if you want to have any shot at getting those unscathed triumphs. And these are aquatic shoopers.
To you. Let's stay calm.
Yes, to us. Everybody's dead.
Looks like that's all of them. Great job, everybody.
All right. And they said there's tons of treasure here. Wriggling vine. So, yeah. I'm sure this time limit is plenty generous. Ooh. Oh, okay. So, that's opened. But we want to slip past here. Oh, we can't? Okay, we have to go back the other way. Items galore. As long as we avoid all the monsters, we should be good. Magla potion. Alright. I'm sure this thing can't kill us, right? Alright. A little bit more. Alright. We got everything, I think. Yes, indeed. And there's something here. Whoops. Alright, so it could have been worse. We'll probably switch to... Yeah, let's put healer on us. Just so we can have Medi. Alright. Yeah, see, this wasn't bad at all. Definitely not Atlas's usual standard of BS.
They found us. Get ready, everyone.
What the heck? How do we get... Duh. What am I doing? Great spirit dust. Yeah, I'll say. Alright. One of these. And we'll have to keep doubling back. Because I'm sure that... Well, this is going to close behind us, but I'm sure this is still the same chamber. Looks like we're still inside the belly. I can't believe this is a question I must ask, but... Where's the... butthole? Alright, it's through here.
No problem.
It's a worm, so I guess we just keep going. The path splits up ahead, but we just need to push forward.
But...
Alas, it seems it won't be so simple. Look to the left. 'Tis a crystal. Isn't that a melancholia crystal? What's one doing here? Well, we have to bust it up, I guess. There's no time to be standing still. We need to get out of here. Lead on. Alright, we have 12 minutes to destroy that melancholia crystal. And we will.
Get ready, everyone.
Fine.
There's a monster guarding the crystal. But this seems to be the shortest way out. Then we've just got to get this over with.
On guard.
Alright. And if we get effed up, we'll just be able to start from our most recent autosave. Fishy Fandango. Hit rate and evasion rose drastically. Oh, well.
That's not good.
My strength.
Let's go.
So, Masukunda or Dekunda would have been nice here.
Are you prepared?
We have no recourse against that. Blizza. So it's probably weak to fire then, maybe. Yeah. This one might be... We might need to go back to the drawing board on this one. Icy Strike. Especially because this thing hits so hard. Hit and evasion rate, defense return to normal, all that good stuff. It's not that tough either, which is good news for us. But it's probably going to do the exact same thing. Yep, Fishy Fandango. Oh, but we inflicted forget! Well, Skullcracker is pretty nice, ain't it? Gotcha. Let's throw some revival medicine his way.
I live to see another day.
Fishy Fandango, no sir. Well, that makes things so much simpler for us. Let's... What is that? We're frostbitten? What does that mean?
with healing power.
Okay, and it's definitely going to recover on its next turn. Yeah. There it is. And now Masukunda, yeah. But still, all we have to do is get a little lucky. Recovered from frostbite. We're not even sure what that did. Do we have items? Yes, 150 dark damage.
Observe the enemy.
Observe this. Binding rope decreases hit evasion.
No.
All right, we just have to hit it once.
Hold yourself together.
We genuinely just have to hit this thing once.
Badly wounded. Someone heal her. We've got too many people knocked out. We've got to get back.
Crap, dude, we were so close. That forget was clutch. All right, so we're trying this again. Hit an evasion rose dramatically, and then the Masukunda. I tried very hard to get Dekunda onto us, but from here, our only real recourse is to chuck items at it. We're gonna go for... which one is it? I know I saved when we purchased it, because we have our other stuff that I bought. Here it is. Okay, I was looking in the wrong spot. I also don't remember what it was weak to. Resist. Critted him. Wow, that was nice. Fire. Okay, golden. And it critted us right back. Well, that sucks. Alright, so this did not go our way. We do still have one. Wow, we're actually in there. Hold on. F Leon. Wow, I did all this preparation and we just lucked through it. Alright, well, whatever. No, we're not gonna... Yeah. I was really dreading that.
Got it.
Right. That'll make a fine shortcut.
My thanks.
We may as well shatter this crystal while we've the opportunity. 'Tis your decision, Heath. I'm sure we did good with that.
Let's go.
Then let's keep going. We're almost at the exit. So, we're not going to be exiting just yet, actually.
What now?
We all have Medi. Our Medi is the best, though, by far. There's still way too much good stuff down here to just not grab it all. We just have to be very careful about not getting got. Like, especially with all the Magla items here, we'd be absolutely insane to just leave them. Alright. One more. And then we'll probably just be able to duck back around. A said shortcut. Those things we can kill fairly easily, the green ones. Yeah, see? Stand literally no chance. And this is a dead end. What about... Well, I'm not seeing... Okay, we got some other blue stuff here. Whoa, nope. Whew. It's important to not get hit. Getting hit is the friggin' death sentence. Alright. The exit's up ahead, but we'll need to defeat this guy first, it seems.
Ready?
You ready to fight, yeah? He doesn't look like a pushover, but he's in the way.
Finish it, quick!
Let's defeat it quickly and get out of here. So this, I wasn't anticipating another fight. I highly doubt it's gonna be, okay, cool. There was very little chance it was also going to be weak to the same thing. A critical, we're going really well. And in fact, shouldn't we, you do have Kandera. It would have been better for us to use Kandera, honestly. Summon. We don't know the weaknesses of those things, because I have not fought them. 202.
It's okay.
Yeah, she can... We can drop some medis, I guess. Archetype. Her medi is not going to be very good. Oh! Why was Leon only healing, like... Alright, well... Okay, yeah, because we have been killed by them. We were trying not to fight. Didn't really work out for us. She might go down. Defense fell sharply. That is okay. We're going to stay on... Well, he's actually gonna... Conde. We'll leave the Ga Conde for us.
Let justice prevail.
He knew you'd help.
Right.
Helpful as ever. It's okay.
Let's set it up.
One. Or Condera, rather. Another one at these. And hopefully she can... Get it... Down? We got it. Golden. Burning Fog. Yeah. Hulkenberg might not survive this turn. Boiling Effluvia. Oh, never mind. She's golden. But we are both burned. Can't use Synthesis due to a status ailment. That sucks. But we can heal Burn. We'll do Burn for us.
Are you prepared?
She gets hit, she's in big trouble.
She'll be alright.
You hit their weak point. Keep it up, strong.
And then one more Firmus Ointment. Well, that was easy enough, wasn't it? We'll start on you. Okay. Watch me use that item and then she dies anyways. Strong Acid. The duration. Alright, well. Well, we don't need to... Because we've got plenty of time to spare.
Methinks.
Friggin' get some.
I call upon royal power within.
Alright. I would say that was a victory.
I admit, it feels good to get stronger.
Please, let us save. There's nothing stopping us now. Let's go. Let's go get pooped out. Oh, yeah. But yes, please, having to run this gauntlet without being able to save is so crazy. Good. We got here in time. Now we may finally escape the belly of the beast. I know we've come all this way, but are we really doing this? There's no other option. Do you have an alternative? If not, there's no sense grumbling. We just have to take very long showers and burn our clothes. Gather round, children. This is the legend of Lord Stroll, who crawled out the arse of a worm. Do you feel that? Do you smell that? Nature calls, I suppose.
Huh?
What? You're taking the piss! The other one, actually! But we have to move! You won't have children if we all die in the poopocalypse!
Damn it.
Damn the indignity! I don't care anymore as long as we get out! Right, time to go! Well, hey. It's the sound effects! We squelched. This is crazy. And we're covered in it. That was rough.
Well,
We dealt it some grave internal damage. It should remain quiet for a while.
Even so.
This doesn't smell right. Do we not smell like poop? Indeed. Yet at least that scent may misdirect our foes.
No.
No, I didn't mean... Well, yes, that's a bit of a stench too, but... Oh! He's talking about the fact that we were clearly set up. Looks to me like Morris's tip was likely no good to begin with. You suppose this was a trap? And I was right! Morris came skulking around telling us the sand flashes puts them to sleep. This thing was not asleep!
Wait.
But why trap us when we've come so far to help them? They'd not have posted their bill out in the capital if they weren't desperate for aid. We'll find out, though. Well, this must be his den. Assuming the information about Heismay even being here wasn't false to begin with. What if Heismay is probably the good guy then? We've not come all the way here just to turn back now. Let us at least investigate the situation inside. So what if it turns out that this is all grand conspiracy against him? The weather's getting worse. We have to be careful in our investigation. Beware bad weather. Every region has unique inclement weather to manage. There are sand flashes in Martira, for example. During inclement weather, magma becomes denser, causing monsters to become enraged. This magma density impacts dungeons as well. Be sure to pay mind to the weather.
It's all well.
Sure.
You luck just came out of that giant sandworm, didn't you? How? Did you twist up its guts by going wild as a box of vesps and it puked you out?
Sure.
Well, it was a little crappier than that. Anyway, what brings you to a remote place like this? Right, why would he trek out here? Can't you tell? I'm a humble peddler. I was traveling for business to a nearby town. Then the sandworms attacked. I'm the only survivor. And now there's this weather to enjoy. When it's like this, monsters go berserk. Not too many out in these wastes, though. So I'm just here, quaking in me boots. But I'm saved thanks to you. I owe you all my life. I'll sell you anything you want, whatever catches your eye. But he's not going to do it at a discount, though. Alright, just want to make sure I don't sell anything that we might not want to. Medicine, fairy dust. Fairy dusts, they might be alright. But yes, we 100% need to save. Would I ever be so inclined to run that belly again? Probably not, but still. Alright. From here, there's really nothing else for us to do but go in. Or, I want to,
What now?
let's give Hulkenberg... We'll throw her onto the mage. Us onto... Because we need... Dekunda would have been very nice there. So I want us to be able to get that. But we need Stroll as something physical-oriented. Where's he at with... He's only rank 5. Okay, we'll throw him back onto the warrior.
Onward.
We've come this far. We'll find him, no matter what it takes.
What do you think?
Should we go capture Heismay? Let's go.
So we bring the fight to them.
The bounty, this bounty will be perfect for helping us stand out at the exhibition. Let's make sure we succeed. Man, that was crazy, but here, okay, so it's a proper dungeon now. Is our bounty really here? Ooh, that's pretty. Giant sandworm's nest.
Indeed.
This area is massive, though I could expect no less considering the occupants. What's that at the bottom? An underground lake. So I guess we know how he's been getting his water.
Look,
Hey, look! There's a hut on the shore of the lake! Yeah, Heismay is definitely... He's been screwed over big time. It's a grand conspiracy against him. So he really has been living here. No wonder no one's been able to catch him yet.
However,
Something is amiss, though. If that truly is his hideout, how might he keep his victims here once kidnapped? And what's he been doing with them if he's not trafficking them? Or, I guess he could be eating them, but...
look.
This place must be home to countless monsters. A child would not survive even half a day. Now that you mention it, you've got a point. This doesn't seem like the kind of place where you could hide a lot of people.
Well,
Then we'll drag the truth out of him. For now, let's check the place out. Oh yeah, when we get back, dude, everybody's getting drop-kicked. Barden... Is it? Oh, they're that strong? These are things that are probably weak to effects of inclement weather. If you enter a dungeon when the weather is bad, enemies become stronger. Stronger enemies grant more experience, but you will not receive a turn icon bonus when striking their weaknesses. What the heck? So basically, we only get the turns we get, and that's it. And it recover from stun. F that. These things must be weak to fire. We've got Mahama. Well,
Brace yourselves.
Paparos can't move due to stun. We have to retry, though. We need some damage on these things before we do anything else. And the healer is completely friggin' useless.
Let's get on with it. I shall vanquish evil.
Let's go for the round slash. That works.
Ready for all that we strive for.
So these things are good against magic in general, then.
We're looking good here.
One round slash to sort them out.
Not done yet.
Uh-oh.
With blade in hand. Not this one. Worthy foe.
Do they have some sort of setup turn? Multiple enemies recover from stun? No. If we knew what they were weak to,
Nice one, Captain.
it's probably darkness. But even if they are weak to darkness, we don't get anything out of that. Deals 200 ice damage to one enemy.
Take it.
That is not too shabby. Alright, so we'll just keep throwing items at them. But in that case, I really don't want to bother if they are weak to dark.
We can do this. We're looking good here.
One diagonal slash. But we don't have anything that can use darkness is the only thing. And these things drop Magla pills?
I continue to grow.
We might not have...
We'll be safe for a while.
Okay, we might not have the luxury of avoiding fighting them. Nope. Rotting bones. So yes, Heismay is probably some kind of hero, but these jokers are running some kind of scam and needed him to be the fall guy. That's that's the running theory here. Because I mean, clearly Heismay is a good dude. How he made... I missed something. How he made it out here in the first place, though.
That should be it. We don't know what's lurking inside. Stay vigilant, everyone.
What is that?
Tracks. Something small crawled here.
Probably the larvae of the giant sandworms, right? This place is bound to be chock full of them.
So I'm assuming that Heismay has been eating them?
Maybe what happened is that people mistook the human for some subspecies of the sandworms. Not that they're anything alike.
Ugh. Even the memory of being eaten puts a twinge in my nose. I'd rather it stay numb.
And honestly, like, they do superficial, like, especially if you're just looking at it from a distance, I could definitely see them being mistaken for one another.
Stop fussing over a smell. You'll attract the enemy.
But it's a horrible smell.
I just heard something. It can't be.
Singing?
Gallica, which way is the sound coming from?
Shh! Be quiet! No, they're footsteps. Someone's coming this way.
Finally about to meet Heismay. And wait, an animated cutscene? The sandworm again!
Keep your guard up.
Who's he?
A new party member?
It's coming back.
Dude, Swift.
How do you know where it's hiding?
I think it's gone somewhere.
Are you the man we seek?
Name yourselves.
He's an Ishkia.
You mean this is Heismay?
I didn't expect a Ujiv.
He's a Ujiv.
Never seen one in the flesh. We're but another lesser tribe the city dwellers don't care for.
So that cat girl is a Ujiv as well, then.
We owe you a debt, it seems.
Yep, he's our next party member.
A Knight of the Crown, are you? Is that why you knew my name?
Why? His voice is so friggin' deep. Oh my god.
Or perhaps you know it from the wanted posters.
So Ujifs are just animal people in general, because he's a bat, whereas the other thing was like a cat or a squirrel type thing.
Both, actually.
I flee to the furthest depths, and still they pursue me.
So Heismay must know something they don't want him to know.
Where are the people you kidnapped?
What are you talking about? Suppose there's no point standing around chatting with someone after my head.
We have to fight him? All right, bring it on.
That weapon. So it truly was part of the Shadowguard.
What's the Shadowguard?
Shadowguard?
But I'm sure that means he's no freaking pushover.
Eyes front. He's a knight to be reckoned with.
Here I come!
Okay, we can decrease his, we can hit him with a Secunda.
I'll not be anyone's captive without a fight. I'll have to provide some less delicate discouragement. No hard feelings.
Clone art. So he's some kind of nink?
Huh? There's more Heismays?
To push me this far, I did not give you enough credit. But against my mirage arts, your strength means nothing.
We haven't even done anything to him yet. So he's his own part. I get the feeling that Heismay's attacks are wavering. Is it just my imagination?
What the? We've got
Lend me your strength.
more strength.
Did we missed completely?
Focus on one at a time.
This is nothing.
All right. He's getting us. Can't lie about that.
No holding back.
Let's drop.
Royal power within.
Is everyone come?
No.
All right. I don't have restores 300 HP to all allies.
I'll stay my blade.
Okay, I'm like, somebody's got Medi, and it's us.
I owe you. Guarding seems the wise move.
Sand throw. Everyone's hit and evasion fell sharply. It'd be nice to have... Alright, well...
Only a flesh wound.
Can we move first? Defense return to normal. And we're up next. Okay, cool.
Let's go.
Because we need to drop a Medi, and then we're going to try hitting him with a multi-hit attack.
Let us clean up this mess.
We'll combine our strength.
You can tell when we do wide-ranging attacks. Focus on one at a time.
Oh, I didn't realize that. Okay, so if we try using multi-hits or group targeting skills... There it is again. I can feel Heismay hesitating slightly when he attacks me. So there's some type of difference in the attack animation of the real one then.
Hulkenberg's in bad shape. She needs help.
We're up next again.
I'm obliged.
Not sure. I mean, we have to, because I didn't know that, so we have to take a blind guess at who it is. Wrong one.
Where'd he go?
I have my
Hulkenberg's badly.
I can't tell. I'm looking at the thingamabobs, and it doesn't seem like there's any real difference.
I'll stay.
But we absolutely need, because if we don't heal and we miss or get blocked, that's our turn completely done.
Hulkenberg's glorious.
All right, we'll just attack at random.
Ain't better than that. Hulkenberg's badly wounded.
God dang, dude.
Get her back up. Hulkenberg's down. Someone help her get back.
Yeah. It's kind of crazy how we all, like, the turn orders themselves, they're so important. We got him.
Was luck on your side? Or perhaps...
No, we really just lucked out.
No matter. I can't back down either way. Here I come.
Clone art. So he did the clone thing again. Oh, but they all have that damage. What the heck? I can't tell them. Wait, he's got a shadow. God dang it. They pulled the same thing in Nocturne.
With blade in hand.
All right. Okay. That took me way too friggin' long to figure out. Talking about there's some sort of hesitation or delay. There's no hesitation or delay. go ahead and get you.
Plunder. Let us clean up this mess.
Light!
In warrior.
So is he?
Looks like we can't brute force through this one.
He doesn't have any weaknesses.
Most impressive. You've some grand cause to fight for, I'm sure. But I have my own.
So is he trying to, is it some sort of Shadowguard thing?
I've no intention of being so easily snared.
Oh, okay. That's why he wasn't taking too many hits. He's just straight up a ninja.
Where'd he go? He disappeared just like that.
Even wholly surrounded, too. It is bad enough that he's skilled, but we have an environmental disadvantage here.
Oh, yeah. So at this point, that guy knows this place like the back of his paw.
But the very first thing he did was save us from a human, right?
He definitely could have just let us fight it or waited till we tuckered ourselves out and then killed us.
So it seemed. Had he not stepped in, he'd be rid of us and not have to bother exposing himself. A passing strange choice for a supposed amoral scoundrel.
Oh, we don't know anything for sure yet.
It'd be nice if we could talk to him instead of fight him.
Worth noting that the petrification magic didn't kick in either, I suppose.
What? I still don't understand that. Why doesn't it protect us?
Our names still mean nothing then.
That's why.
The people's support is not yet strong enough to protect us. 'Tis frustrating, but we must press on.
Okay, so, oh, and that's why we could fight Katharina directly as well. She's also a nameless wretch.
Should we investigate the hut in the meantime? Maybe we'll find some clues about the kidnappings.
Or clues about the conspiracy.
Good plan. Let's take a look first.
The inside's pretty shabby too. By all appearances, he does live here.
Let's do it.
Perfect. Let's see if we can find any proof that he's a kidnapper.
Doesn't it seem
Ooh, stuff. What's this jar? Should we try opening it? Wait, don't. I've seen such a thing on my travels before. The Ujif tribe has a custom of cremating the dead. They store the bones in an urn for burial. Okay,
I see.
so it's an urn. But judging by the size of it, these are a child's bones. He'd not go to such trouble for a child he abducted. 'Tis only a theory, but I suspect this may be Heismay's own child.
And so,
He is but a fallen knight, and has a price on his head besides. Under such circumstances, he would not be able to manage a proper burial. So his kid died.
that's...
There's the mark. The Shadowguard. He was a knight. I suspected as much when we learned he was a Ujif, but now, are Ujifs the only people who can be in the Shadowguard or something? Is that a different group from the one you're in, Hulkenberg?
The truth is...
Titles and honors go to Clamar, or those who resemble them enough. Or those who resemble them enough? So she's probably talking about half-breeds. Other knights work in their shadow. Their duty's lesser. So, Hulkenberg, she's a Resant, though. Does she not? I'm not really sure what she means by that, though. And I guess Clamar is both singular and plural.
I get it now.
Hence the name Shadowguard, then. Discrimination even among the knights. So much for our civilized age.
Even so,
The Shadowguard go unseen by the public. Pariahs all, their only focus is skill. And Heismay, he must be dangerously skilled. So, the only reason Heismay is not a proper knight is because he's a Ujif. That sucks. It's racist as well. That doesn't just suck. Look, all these things have been bundled in multiple layers of cloth.
indeed.
Fairly tightly at that. It doesn't seem like anything would break if one were to drop it.
Hey,
Now that I look around, everything in this room is bound up in cloth, even the floor and walls. Is that a Ujif thing? Is it necessary to go to such lengths? Strange the more I think about it.
Strange.
Perhaps there's some reason? Yeah, one we're about to uncover.
This is...
Is this a letter.
What the what?
It says, to Papa, thank you for always working so hard. I hope you and Mama stay in love forever. His wife and kid died. Sounds like the writing of a child. If they managed that much script, they must have been well educated. Was this letter written to Heismay? I wonder if the kid saw him as a good father. Seems like it.
So apparently...
I suppose he's been through his own share of woes. But there's also nothing to clear him of the kidnapping charges. We'll have to hear the truth from him.
But...
Can we even catch him? He's fast enough to run circles around us.
No.
A direct confrontation would be difficult. Would that he had some weakness we could exploit. We need a way of countering Heismay's agility. Maybe there's some clues in this hut? There's a lot of cloth.
In this place... Right.
That struck me as well. There's surely some reason. Why does Heismay have so much cloth lying around? To dampen noise. Maybe it helps dampen noise. That's it!
Hey.
Do you think those big ears of his are just for show? He's bound to be much more sensitive to sound than we are, and that's how he lives here so safely, I'd wager. He can hear danger coming from a mile away. In a cave where sound echoes, it'd be easy for him to hear when the human's about.
I see.
So the cloth is a measure against unnecessary noise. Indeed, I've heard it said that the Yuji have excellent night vision and sensitivity to sound. So if we make a noise so loud that even we can hardly stand it... Well,
nice.
Worth a shot. Alright.
Right then, let's get this plan underway.
And where do we get this stuff from?
Heismay, come out! Show yourself!
Wow, that's some crazy echo.
Yeah, that's how we get the noise really rumbling.
Kind of nice getting to let loose. Long as I'm yelling anyway.
Louise! You think you're so bloody untouchable, you bastard?
Alright.
Hey! Big ugly sandwormy human thing! Even Hulkenberg wouldn't eat you!
Rejected by Hulkenberg! The ravenous, all-devouring she-beast of the Knight's Order!
All she did was enjoy a meal. A succulent Martyrian meal.
Is this what we've come to? Saying whatever's on our minds? Well, so be it.
She's like, alright, you guys are having a fun time? Let's get hilarious.
Kanika, the sound of your wings keeps me up at night. Stroll, you think you're so smart.
I could probably shout something too.
Gallica, please be nicer to me.
Hey! I'm your fairy guide, not your fairy godmother. We're on a mission here.
Ah! Enough! Stop this infernal din!
Well. Welcome to
What do
the...
you think would happen if that monster showed up without my ears working? You'd all be dead. Is this blasted bounty that important to you?
So he did his accent change? But he knows about the bounty. He could explain things to us because clearly he's not a bad dude.
Here's our guest of honor at last. It was never about the money. Children are missing. We can't just ignore a kidnapper.
Kidnapper? I see now. As you were saying before, they've named me a kidnapper. A monster preying on children.
He's like short, but he's also kind of giant at the same time. Look at the size of him.
If the charges are false, I would hear it. In truth, even I've come to doubt the allegations.
Right. He's clearly like he's a good guy.
And why is that, Lady Knight?
You've lost a child yourself, haven't you? I cannot imagine a parent who has endured such pain would kidnap children, much less sell them off.
Right, he'd have to be two kinds of heartless.
Hold on. I can't trust a man who does nothing but flee.
He did fight us.
The people responsible for my home burning. Zorba, who forced the dead to fight on his behalf. Anyone who can't face reality themselves is capable of any low.
True enough. If we lived in a world where words alone proved us just, I'd not be living in this infernal cave.
Well, we've also got actions. I'm sure we can prove your innocence and also take down the Martyrans.
I'm sorry, but I won't go to the gallows before I've even honored my son's death. If you'll not leave me be, then we decide this another way.
Well, tell us what happened to your son. He wants another go-round.
Finally ready to fight us properly.
Draw steel.
So, this is the real fight.
If I'm to take your life, I'll not do it from the shadows. But if you refuse to retreat, then ready your blades.
We'll make you talk. Yes, we shall have the truth from you.
Here I come.
Clone art, but we know his trick now, so this is much less useful. Could he be wavering about delivering a fatal blow? Sure, why not?
So, you saw through my illusion. Even so.
Now I call upon royal.
Let's go ahead and get those diagonal slashes in. Somebody with Tarukaja would probably be best here.
Allow me to
Wait, and that's why he's doing so little damage. I've got Hulkenberg in the front row and Leon in the back. Get some. All right, so there we go.
I'm stepping back with blade in hand.
All right. So now we've got our formation fixed. Defense returned to normal. We can stand for another few turns of this. Critted him. All right. Yeah, we're on him now. Dark Sword. So that's a skill. That's a skill straight from SMT5. Though it doesn't. I think Dark Sword in that game hits twice. And also has a chance of inflicting seal. From here, it just seems to be a stronger sword strike or a stronger slash attack.
I was saving this.
Wait a second. Something's off.
Wait, okay, so it includes, it does do something. Let's cure. I didn't realize she'd been inflicted with forget. So what was all that nonsense about the, about him hesitating with his attacks or whatever the heck? Almost got him. Not for much longer. Gotcha.
Then my fight ends here. What are those strange powers you possess?
You're about to get them yourself, Heismay. Sand silk gloves. We finally have Dekunda.
How'd you cast spells without igniters? What was that?
And the fact that he could still keep up, well, he has his own slick moves, so.
We'll have our answers first. Did you really kidnap all those people from the castle town?
Look around you, lad. Where would I keep the victims? Besides, I'm but one man. Kidnapping on the scale you suggest would be damn near impossible.
That's true. There's no, like, you need an operation to get 15 kids in and out of Martyra.
You're saying you were framed? This case even reached the capital, you know. Why would anyone pin such horrors on an innocent man?
We don't know, but that's not any information we can't get without. That's not information that we would be unable to receive with drop kicks to everybody in Martyra.
Innocent is more generous than most of the world sees me. A Ujif drifter, a disgraced knight condemned by the Sanctists. What couldn't they pin on me?
Dang. Heismay, no!
They cast me out, stripped my titles, and put a price on my head. They would even refuse me the right to mourn my child.
But why? So he was just a convenient scapegoat for whatever's really going on?
And thus, you held back against us, didn't you? You never intended to take our lives.
Yeah, we could feel that too.
Or perhaps you could not bring yourself to kill a young man.
Just didn't want to make a mess I'd have to clean up.
Yeah, you say that.
What do you think? Is Heismay really our kidnapper?
Yes, he's the culprit. Absolutely not.
I don't think he's the culprit.
I agree.
I doubt there is a culprit, but I also highly doubt those kids are still alive.
That being said, it is also hard to imagine the town maintaining a groundless bounty so faithfully.
Because their higher-ups are just lying to them about it.
It was the Holy Lady who named the price, and the guard captain who thereby took it to the capital. To end this as a case of mistaken identity would disgrace their word.
You think they must have had a reason to suspect him then? So, what's really going on here?
So we don't think the Martyrans are lying?
Sounds to me like between the Guard Corps and Heismay, one of them could be lying.
Exactly.
Remember when we first arrived? We almost got killed by a beast they told us would be asleep.
Exactly. And one group has already been proven to be full of known liars.
You cannot be suggesting the Guard Corps set us up. Absurd. No, it defies all reason. They went to such lengths to place the request.
Maybe to legitimize it, they needed to keep Heismay's name besmirched. And then when we came along actually asking to take him down, they were like, uh-oh. Like, now we have to maintain the lie by getting these people killed.
So you think I'm the one lying, do you?
Like I said, we don't make assumptions. If there's anything else you know, we're listening.
You're a strange lot.
You say that, but you're about to be one of us.
Fine. Investigate this as you see fit. And if you think I'm guilty by the end of it, put me in chains.
Is he gonna just stay right there?
What's the matter? Never tied up a captive before?
He's going so quietly.
Give it a rest, old man. You'll make a better guide than a captive. Otherwise, the human makes a meal of us, and nobody wins.
A strange lot indeed. And... oh, my God, a foul-smelling one to boot.
Yeah, we're trying not to notice that.
Ugh, don't remind me.
Alright, so he's gonna be accompanying the party for right now, then? But that's cool. So he's...
Sorry, but you'll have to bear with us.
So I was expecting for the other Ujif woman who's in the running to become our party mascot, but clearly it's gonna be Heismay.
Don't mind me.
If the charges prove false, you should be cleared. Still, we'll have to find a new head to be judged for the competition.
Right. We're definitely... oh, dang! I completely forgot about the whole reason we came here to kill Heismay.
Then we'll just find whoever's actually behind it and have their head instead.
Who I'm suspecting is Joanna.
Let's contact Barden tomorrow, but we'll keep quiet about Heismay. Can't tell if we can trust the guardsmen yet.
They're probably going to be stupid surprised to hear that we're not dead.
What are we going to do with Heismay tonight? We can't exactly set him up at the inn.
We can just put him in a room and then have him set up on a 24-hour watch. There's more than enough people here for everybody else to be able to get some sleep while somebody watches him.
Steady on. You're not leaving me to watch our bounty alone.
He won't kill you. He could, but he won't.
Fine. Then Nurus and I can both watch him tonight. Better us than risking our candidate, I suppose.
Alright, well.
Never would have guessed that the bounty hunting was part of this plan to take the throne.
Oh, right. All of this must be so random for him.
And further, you've a Lady of the Knighthood with you. Not to mention command of a gauntlet runner. I sense there's more to this story, hmm?
What the heck is this guy's accent?
The truth is, we're going after Luis.
Why not? We should. It's better if we trust him with it sooner rather than later, right?
Luis, the monstrous child himself, eh? So you're not just grasping at power. You've got convictions.
Oh.
But now the throne's in anyone's reach, eh? Suppose the king's magic wasn't just a myth. Well, hardly matters to an old codger like me. No telling if I'll even live to see the next king crowned.
You shall, or our name isn't Heath.
This is all jolly cheerful. And I'm to be stuck between these two old goats the whole night.
You did volunteer.
Don't blame me, lad. You volunteered.
Those are some sharp ears. We should probably watch our words in here.
I wonder if we'll be able to talk with him, build up our imagination. What a terrible day.
Hey!
I hope Nurse and the others are okay. All we can do now is get some rest so that we'll be ready for tomorrow. I can't believe we just waltzed back in town. What's he doing?
Young man, hey.
I can tell just by the look in your eyes. Sir, you must be a traveler, aren't you? If I'm correct, then please, tell me of the places you've been to. Then for a pittance of just 250 reeve, I can bring your travels to life through my music. What is this gonna be some kind of way to refight previous battles or something? So you talk about a place and he turns that memory into music. So it's not just a performance, but a showcase of magic as music.
Then...
Wanna have him perform for us?
Pleased to hear that.
Then I have but one question. Across the whole of your travels, which locale has etched itself into the forefront of your memory?
Oh?
I see. Grand Trad, the royal capital of the kingdom and the most prosperous city in the land. Its main street is lined with luxurious boutiques, and beyond that lies a bustling and lively marketplace. Watching over the lively city is the Grand Cathedral, yet as majestic as it is, there are places where the prestigious gaze of sanctism does not reach.
Let me perform for you.
A city of glory unlike anywhere else in the world, where the dazzling, vivid lights cast shadows of the deepest darkness. Now, listen to my song. What a beautiful melody! What? What did we pay 250 reeve for? Okay, I'm not... What do we pay 250 reeve for? Well, it's not like we can do anything else tonight, so... Yeah, let's go ahead and rest up.
Good night.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
So tomorrow we'll be able to... Well, we can head out and beat up the Goborn King to...
I dreamed we were being chased around by a horde of giant sandworms. I barely got any rest at all.
What, we can go ahead and defeat the Goborn King today if we're able to actually take on requests. And then we'll be able to come back tomorrow and turn it in, because that's when the recruitment center is going to be opened again.
I hope Heismay behaved himself in the Gauntlet Runner. We should go check on him later.
They'll be fine.
We also need to get some information out of Barden. But how do we even bring it up?
We charge in, drop kicks blazing.
Are you awake?
Has something happened? Did Heismay escape?
Barden just sent word. A few children disappeared in the night.
Well, that proves it's not Heismay, because we have him. And now...
Wait, but Heismay's in the Gauntlet Runner,
and
right?
They're about to go to us and be like, you've got to get Heismay. He's kidnapping everybody.
If he's still bound there, that basically proves he's innocent. But if he's not...
Well, I'm sure he's still there.
We need to get to the runner, quick.
Wow, they really screwed themselves with this.
Where's Stroll?
They were hanging out getting drunk all night?
Speak, man. Are you alright? Where's Heismay? What happened here?
They had a good old time.
Oh, he reeks of alcohol. Neuris, you old sot. Don't tell me you drank yourself to sleep.
Heismay was blathering on about some things I found rather unnerving. So I had a little sup of the spirits to calm the nerves.
What did he say that was unnerving? Was it his past?
Wow. What a mess.
You witless. Maybe some cold water will wake you up, and if that water's not fixed yet, you're really in it.
Welp. Where's Heismay and Leon? Oh, she found them.
Now, what's all the commotion?
Yeah, he's like, what's up? What's happening?
Ah, that was it. He kept scaring me, so I stuffed him into the lavatory to shut him up.
Is it because he moves around so silently?
He says that like it makes sense. Does it make sense to you?
Does he drive like this?
He doesn't drink and drive, does he?
If you dare touch a single drop on the road, I'll toss you off the runner's back myself.
Anyway, one thing's for sure. Heismay was tied up the whole time, so he never set foot outside, right?
Yeah, I think we can we can call this part of the case closed.
What's all this about frightening Neuris? I cannot imagine you suddenly felt compelled to share ghost stories.
He was probably an easy target, honestly.
I heard some strange sounds last night. I could tell they were footsteps, but not any I recognized.
Okay, so we heard the kidnappings.
If it had anything to do with the disappearance of the residents, it could prove my innocence. That's why I spoke up.
I don't think he's lying.
Leon, where's he been?
With all that fog, I couldn't find the source of the footsteps, but I found plenty of something else.
A shoe.
Children's shoes.
Welp.
It was after midnight. No time for children to be out and about. I had the shoes checked at the guard station, and it looks like they belong to the missing children.
So, it's not all the guards who are in on it, because otherwise they would have tried to stop Leon from leaving with it. It must just be Morris, Barden, and Joanna. Well, if I'm remembering her name correctly. Hopefully she said her name was Joanna, otherwise...
Then it is likely those footsteps belong to your true culprit.
Alright.
But the guard said no one left town last night.
Nobody left? But that must mean the culprit is...
Oop.
Inside the town?
I did not... And this is why I was hitting O.
Logically, yes.
If that's the case, I'd like to talk to Barden, but how much of this should we share with him?
Well, let's see if we can entrap him. Let's try to get more information out of him to see what he says.
If you ask me, it's time to lay out all you know. Taking me with you might help your case, too.
We're very trusting.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves.
To bring you before the very man responsible for the bounty on your head. I trust I need not illustrate the risk.
Risk or not, the real culprit's likely one of their own. If you hide me, they'll accuse you of harboring a known criminal.
Okay, that makes a lot of sense, yeah.
You all had it right. It's time I faced reality. A life on the run leaves no room for me to truly mourn my son.
Heismay.
He's so sentimental.
Whatever the case, let's meet with Barden.
Right, let's get some information out of this guy.
Well, I must say I couldn't hope you'd capture him so swiftly.
Well, I don't know, dude. Morris, he's not shooting straight, but you can tell from the way his portrait is facing, or from the way his portrait is set up.
Something wrong? You don't look well. Got a face like you've just stumbled upon a dead man.
Like he's literally looking down on us.
No, it's nothing. Just surprised you caught him. Aye, you have my thanks. Clearly we were right to trust you. You'll get your payment in full.
Okay, so Barden is not in on it, but Morris is.
Before that, I want to ask you one question. Why was Heismay the only suspect in this case?
That's a fair question, actually.
One of the guard witnessed him firsthand. Go on, Morris, tell him.
Yes.
On the night of the kidnappings, I spotted a Ujif bolting into the wilderness several times. No mistaking a squat figure like that.
Right. That sounds so convincing.
I'm telling you, what are the chances of there being 2 Ujif brigands in the area?
What are the chances of there being any Ujif brigands involved at all? Fairly high.
What did you say?
Or none, rather. I meant to say none.
Strange. I don't recall the kidnappers' tribe being listed on the bounty poster. Even the captain seemed surprised, yet you alone knew this.
He's obviously our culprit.
Is he now?
Most strange. Heismay was already in our custody yesterday. In other words, the kidnappings of last night cannot be his doing.
So, a Ujif is behind this, but Morris is part of the operation, and Barden isn't, which is surprising. I really thought this was going to go all the way to the top.
Is this true?
Captain, I'm one of yours, aren't I? You're not gonna trust this little red-eyed bastard over me, are you?
That's crazy.
There's also the testimony from the guard at the gate. He reported no one coming or going from the city.
Yep, you've been sold up the river, dude.
You scabby bounty hunters think you can mock the guard corps like this? Just take your damn blood money and get the hell out of here.
It's too late for all that.
Fine. Keep your hair on. We'll get to the bottom of this eventually.
Okay, so he throws his hand out sometimes.
Is there a problem here? Pardon, may I interrupt?
Your lies are about to get exposed big time, Morris.
No problem, Mom.
Well, he hears something.
Was that? Did you hear it, lad?
No.
No, I didn't hear anything.
Now I see your game, you fiends.
All of them.
What? He's gone.
He could have escaped at any time. He did kind of go really easily, but he's a man of honor.
Heismay, find him. Secure the exits. Don't let him escape.
No good. He's nowhere to be found.
What's gotten into Heismay?
He realized something we haven't yet.
I got the impression he sensed something. If he'd meant to escape, he would have done it yesterday.
I think Barden's innocent in all this. The real scumbag here is Morris, his second in command.
That's genuinely surprising. I thought Morris, Barden, and Joanna weren't shooting straight.
He framed Heismay with a false eyewitness testimony. Must have figured an exiled Ujif would be a perfect scapegoat.
So Morris, a would-be guard of the people, has been kidnapping the residents and selling them off.
But to who and for what end?
Could be. And there's also those footsteps that old Heismay heard in the night.
Nurse is bound to have sobered up by now, right? Let's see how things are outside and get back to the runner.
Yeah, let's go ahead and take a look and see what we can find out. But why, though? Maybe they are still alive then.
Are you coherent yet? I didn't take you as the sort to fall so hard into your cups.
Well, an icy bath like that would freshen anyone up.
Yeah, she went ahead and got him right really quickly.
And tell us again what happened last night. It may be our only clue to tracking down the real culprit.
Ah, bloody hell. Yes, it's coming back a bit. It wasn't just Heismay's reports that shook me. No, I saw something.
So, Leon got a physical clue with the child's shoe, and Nuris has an eyewitness report.
It was right after I slung Heismay into the bathroom. Out the window, I saw some massive shadow moving through the fog.
Is it that human we were fighting?
It wasn't any beast or man of this world. It was a dark messenger, I tell you. A specter from the very bowels of hell.
Sounds like a human, yeah.
It was like the horrors of every fairy story from my schoolboy days sprung to Stygian life. I was shaken, Chalmers. Shaken to my core. I cried out for help, grabbed for something to steady myself, and all I found was the bottle.
Right. A likely story. He just had to drink the pain away.
There. You're all right now.
Even if there is some monster behind this, how would it connect with Morris? I don't see why he would be compelled to hide this to the extent of framing Heismay.
True. Let's try investigating the lady's old castle. Heismay's bound to have a reason for bolting off like that.
He probably heard the kidnappees in the dungeons or something. So Joanna is probably part of it too. Because Gallica did say there was something weird about her. No good. They said they haven't found Heismay yet, so they can't remove the blockade from the gate. Sounds like he's got them on a wild goose chase.
Fine.
What of our plans then? Should we just sneak in? Ho there. Over here. That sounds like...
Evidently.
Tis coming from over there. Is he calling for us? So Barden's gonna help us out with our investigation then. Heismay! Huh? Why is Heismay with you? The guard at the gate said they'd not found him yet.
Got to say,
I'm the captain of the guard, and I have a responsibility to the truth, to know and uphold it. That's all this is about.
What folly.
Could have avoided all this trouble if you'd just lopped my head off to start with. Oddballs, the lot of you. Why did you run off so suddenly?
The truth is...
I did some investigating inside. The moment Lady Joanna cracked the door to the room, I heard the sound of a child's scream. So, yes, it wasn't Barden. He is innocent in all this, but Morris and Joanna are the villains. And Lady Joanna is... Well, she is childless. Whatever you heard, it cannot have been her own family. No child could get into such a heavily guarded castle unnoticed. Your kidnapper has to be within these walls. My money's on Morris being the weasel. He lied to our faces trying to get us to walk into a human's jaws.
it's absurd.
Morris. I cannot suffer him to kidnap any more innocent children. Please, will you help me put an end to this evil? I've nobody else to turn to.
Yeah.
Of course. After all, if we can't use your head for the competition, we'll need a replacement anyway. We're in, right, Heath? Of course we'll help you.
I'm in your debt.
And so?
Seemed to us like no kidnapper could get victims into the castle on our watch. Not under all our noses, unless they were somebody who you would never suspect.
But then...
There was an old underground tunnel that even the castle guards didn't know about. And Heismay's the man who found it. There'd be plenty of places to hide hostages down there. Morris may have known about it as well. Right under the lady's mansion. That's bold. Okay, let's get to work then.
Is that right then?
You should be able to get there from Blindwell Alley at the end of the Cattle Racket Road. I've got to return to my post, but I'm counting on all of you. So is Heismay officially going to join up? A well leading to an underground channel.
Isn't that...
Everyone's already headed to Blindwell Alley. We can get there by following Cattle Racket Road, so let's go there when we're ready.
What is it?
What now?
Do we have... Okay, I thought it was going to tell us we have reportable requests. We'll save over this one yet again. And then we'll just head down in there. Or... We actually can't fast travel there.
Alright then.
This is... Okay, there it is. We go down this way. Blindwell Alley. So. Yep, Heismay. Alright, so we're finally... How long are we in? We're 18 hours in and only now just getting our 4th party member. So, this is the old well that Barden mentioned. We should be able to get down to the underground channel from here.
Ready?
The kidnapped children should be in here. Are you all prepared?
Let's go.
Then let's hurry. We must rescue the children. All right.
However,
is Barden? I'm starting to get worried that we may only have 3 party members for the entirety, which doesn't make sense because this particular party screen has so much space for so many more people. But maybe if we go in, and let me change up my party formation. We have so many more people, or so many more slots to allot for more people. Though in this particular... Okay. So this is it. This is going to be his awakening scene.
Come on, get the bait moving already. That thing goes out of control. We'll be dinner.
He's luring that human here. The kids.
You can't run from us.
Please. Help.
Did they drug them?
The child yet lives.
Out of your jurisdiction now, aren't you? You're trespassers down here. And that means anything that happens to you is your own damn fault.
Love to see you try.
If you've got something to say it to our faces. Even you must feel the weight of what you've done.
Eyes up. Something stirs in the back.
Are they undead? Oh, they're...
Are these the monsters we heard about?
So he's feeding them to these things? They're just hundos.
No. Further back. 'Tis the footsteps in the night.
The bigger that beast back there grew, the more its watchdogs started changing with it. One of them's gonna make a meal of you.
Why is it not attacking? Oh, it's not attacking them because they're bringing food. So yes, the other kids are definitely dead.
What has been happening here? Why do you kidnap the residents?
Why? Because premium bait's worth a fortune. How could they live on the wages of a guardsman forever?
But he's a Clamar.
You kidnap children for money? You utter scum.
This from a bloody-eyed Eugene. Look to your own sins, sir. You weren't just stripped of your knighthood. You were exiled.
But none of that, well, okay, some of it might have been, well, this wasn't legit, so why should we believe that any of the stuff that happened to him when he was kicked out of the Shadowguard legit?
You're a coward who's been living in the hole you deserve. Didn't pretend you can play it justice now. You vile!
No, 'tis true in part.
All right, so we're about to find out about his backstory. Oh, Heismay. Here's his awakening.
'Tis why I stand here now. I ran from my past and turned away from my pain. You prey on innocent lives. Your sin will be repaid. Yet I cannot condemn you alone. Not when I could not see past my own suffering. Not when I locked myself away to be alone with my pain.
O lodestar, who falters in memory. O thou anguished traveler.
He is way better than Teddy.
Thy long stagnant stance hath finally been broken. Now choose thy path.
Choose? My choice is already made. You can't erase your past. All you can do is take it in hand and reshape your future.
Thank you. Thou hast chosen a noble parting. Henceforth, thy fears and insecurities are thy light.
So what is his archetype?
O lodestar, whose light reveals the king's own path. Awaken.
All right. His is a lot smaller, but you know what? It makes sense.
I am Heismay Noctul. I believe the arc of life depends not upon birth. By these hands, soiled or sinless, I fight!
All right. What is that? So it looks like it's fast and agile, but not too resilient.
Apologies, but I cannot do this alone.
Go! Rip them apart!
All right. Can't fault them for cowardice, that's for sure.
On guard!
So what is he, some type of swordsman or ninja or something? I'm sure they won't call it that.
Morris, you will not escape me! Out of my way, fiends!
What's going on? He just started fighting with us. And even he awakened to his power.
Perchance 'tis through your influence that this power passed to him, Captain?
Yeah.
Oh, is this what Moore was talking about?
Young man, you seem the most adept with this magic.
Of course, having literally, when this happened and literally everybody turning to Heath, that would clue him in really quickly.
I will strike at your direction, if you might spare it. Rest assured, I once stood among the Shadowguard, and the years have not dulled my edge.
All right, so a full party archetype. He's the thief? I thought it was going to be Katharina. And he's got Mudo skills. Okay. Steals a rare item from one enemy. The higher your agility, the higher your success rate. I doubt these things are weak to that. Got him. We'll go ahead and just throw a Mahama at them. They're not weak to light? Interesting. Dang, I think this is the longest time it takes to get a full party in any of the, No, it might take longer in Persona 3. That's interesting, though, because it feels like it's been quite a while. Fire, alright. If it wasn't light, it was definitely going to be fire. Phantom Tracer. Deals extreme physical slash damage to one enemy and removes buff effects.
This doesn't feel right.
I'll
use what I must.
Let's go for this.
We'll do this together. Go!
All right. Not strictly unscathed, but...
I feel stronger.
And then we'll go for some more magic. Why not? There you go. Better flee. Whoops. All right.
The bastard got away.
Just means another dungeon for us to run.
But the children are safe.
Good. You saved them, Heismay.
He's the thief, though? All right, well.
You know that I used to have a child of my own.
Yeah.
My son. He was killed.
I thought he would have gotten, like, I expected for him to be killed, but like the elements or a monster or something.
I could not even protect my own flesh and blood. Who could call me a knight?
Yeah.
Since then, I've wondered what I had left to live for, and found few answers.
Is that why you lived in such a dangerous place? That you might be...
He was hoping to get killed himself.
We need to chase down Morris first. He said something kind of weird back there, didn't he?
Yep, there's a big boss waiting for us at the end.
Regarding the watchdogs, he said they gradually turned more horrific the more the monster grew.
Do you think that's the effect of the melancholia? I expect anything further in will be even more malformed then.
But why root all this in the basement of the lady's own domain? Clearly, someone is invested in Morris's efforts. But who would finance this?
Maybe it's Louise through Joanna?
I can't say for certain. Still, from the very beginning, this has felt beyond the realm of any sane, moral person.
And to think this started as a simple bounty contract. We've set foot in something far bigger, I think.
Right, so much lying.
Let's get these poor youngsters back to Baden for now.
And then we'll be able to investigate, and we'll probably get a deadline too. Oh, but we wouldn't specifically need to 3766. After saving the children, I can expect my support from the townspeople to grow.
You saved the wee ones' lives. We can't thank you enough.
So, it had to be done.
No, we just did what had to be done.
I know this is difficult to hear, but Morris had a hand in this the whole time. He confessed as much to us.
Aye. I found out the man's been struggling to pay off all manner of gambling debts. I'll round up the guard and search the whole bloody castle for him.
So this is what it's about? Gambling debts?
I'm sorry, but I'm afraid you'd be outmatched. However, it would be a great help to us if your guards could prevent anyone from leaving the grounds.
Right, just let us perform our investigation.
Considering everything, I can't help but think the Lady Joanna's got to be in on this somehow.
Exactly, my thinking too.
But the woman is a respected sanctoress. Besides which, she's the one who funded the initial request.
I'll tell you this. Hard as we've looked, we can't find a sniff of Lady Joanna herself.
Well, that's as good as her confessing.
We're here for our own reasons. Whoever we find down there, we're not going to stay up late. Any objections?
Nope.
None for me. Do as you will, and I'll trust in Lady Joanna's innocence. Indeed, for all we know, the culprit may be holding her hostage.
Yeah, you keep believing that, Barton. In order to break the prince's curse, I'll need to make an impression during the tournament. I must accomplish something that would catch Luis's eye. Besides, I think we're the only ones who can handle getting to the bottom of this. And we'll do it, not just for ourselves, but the town as well.
I too have a score that needs settling. I cannot let these atrocities continue, especially not in my name. I believe in you.
New ally, Heismay. Heismay, a traditional warrior burdened by his past, has become your ally.
Considering we're due in Oceania in a matter of days, we've little time to tarry here.
Our foes may be strong, but they're also trapped like rats in the basement. We'll use the old well to get in and out.
Alright. I left Heismay to calm down a little in the Gauntlet Runner as he wished, and decided to return to the inn with everyone else. So we're gonna do a little debrief without him? Oh, guess not. But okay, cool. Well, I want to go ahead and unlock some more archetypes for Heismay. Yeah, he doesn't have much of anything. We'll keep him. What does the thief have? Steal Muto, plunder life, drains HP, drains MP. He can actually stay on that. Having someone who can throw down Mutos would be nice. But
I see.
We'll also have him study some more archetypes.
I'm counting on you.
Of course.
That's cool. And his color is purple? Yeah, his color is purple. Red, yellow, white. All right. Okay, let's have him also study the merchant. We have nobody else who's got it.
I'm counting on you.
Though I don't think the merchant is... Well, I just haven't been impressed by anything the merchant's gotten set yet. So I won't say it's bad. It might turn out to be godlike, but we'll have to see.
My power swells forth.
All right, and for right now, it'll just be those two. All right, well, we're going to go ahead and I think I'm actually going to call it a part here, but we'll start our investigation proper next time. So join me then for more Metaphor ReFantazio. Bye for now, guys.